All right, everyone. What I have here is an incredibly nice running, good looking 7-passenger 2005, which for me is a later model vehicle, Chrysler Town Country minivan. If you need a family vehicle, oh, this would be the perfect one. All right, but it does have some nice equipment, and let me go over that with you. Here's right front window, down, up, power, of course. Let's see, we'll do the left, down, and up. Oddly enough, I don't think it has power mirrors, but if you look in the mirror, I'll demonstrate the left vent window for you. You can see it opens up and closes, and we'll look in that mirror, look to the rear vent window, right, open and close exactly as it should. The heat works fantastic in here. I cannot comment on the air conditioner simply because it's like 25 degrees out, but as you can see, the light does go on, so that's a good sign. Okay, radio. We've got, looks like a, I don't know what this is.
Just a chance of a shower.
FM. As you can see, the radio works perfectly. Has a CD player. I do not have any CDs, so I can't test that for you. Has rear wiper, windshield washer wiper. Oh, let's check the front ones. There we go. No problem. And the squirters, which is very, as you can see, work perfectly, which is very important this time of year, actually, being able to clean your windshield, especially with the weather we've been having. Oh, horn. As you can see, the horn works perfectly. This vehicle has 153,042 miles on it. So for, let's say, a 9-year-old vehicle, it's about a little on the high side of average. So it's actually not that bad. The truck runs, though, or van, whatever you want to call it, runs like it has 50,000 miles, though. It really does run that good. All right, let's take a look. As you can see, the interior, actually, again, even the interior looks like the thing only has 50,000 miles. That's how nice and clean and well taken care of it was. I'll pop this off. I mean, even look at the pedals and everything. They don't look worn out. This format, this must have truly been, I mean, it's a silly kind of thing to say, but highway miles. It must have been a commuter van. Because as you can see, it's not all worn out. Pedals aren't all worn out. The doors aren't hanging off the hinges. It's really nice. Look at this, the driver's seat. Must have been a small person that drove it too. Because usually, you know, when you get to this age, this mileage, you know, the fabric gets crushed down. That's not the case at all on this vehicle. Okay, let's go. And we'll check the tires. And now, instead of me guessing at how good the tires are, I can actually prove it with my little handy dandy gadget I have here. All right, so there we go. And I'll pull this out. And you can see that this tire has 7/32 of tread left, which actually is pretty darn good. All right, this is your left rear tire. And that one, holy cow, that looks like it's almost new. That's got, what is that, 10/32 of tread left. Come around, we'll go to this side and we'll do this one. This one looks as nice as the other side, actually. And this one there, yeah, this one actually has, looks like a little over 9, yeah, almost 10/32 of tread left. Looks like it's a matching set of tires too, so that's a really good sign, folks. And the front one, yeah, is like the other side. That's about 6/32 of tread. So, moral of the story here is, folks, this vehicle has matching tires. That means that whoever owned this vehicle cared enough that when they had to change the tires, they put a match set on. But what you're going to want to do is take those rear tires, put them on the front, because you want the best tires on the drive wheels. And they should last you for a long time. Now we're going to do the body, because that actually, the body is the only issue, and it's a minor one, that this vehicle has. But let's do right front fender. We got one little spot right there, which is no big deal, and a slight bubble right there. It's this nice greenish blue color. It's hard to describe, actually. All right, right front door looks to be perfect. No scratches, no nicks, no dings. We'll go around the door frame. As you can see, very clean, very nice. I'm sorry, door jamb. Now we'll do the door frame. And especially on Chrysler's imports, down here is where you really want to look, because if rust is going to start, that is where it's going to attack, is right at the bottom of the doors. As you can see, interior very nice and clean on this side. Passenger seat, beautiful condition, as you can see. Headliner looks very nice, very clean. All right, let me close this door. All right, here is your power sliding door, or manual sliding door. And the vehicle does have deep tinted glass, which I always think is nice. I see one little ding there. And other than that, I don't see an issue on this door. Now we'll slide it open, and I'll go around and I'll show you down low, so you guys can see. There's a little bubble spot right there, but you can see how nice this van actually is. And here is, look at this, it even has the second row of floor mats. That's nice. All right, this chair is removable. I have taken these out, so I know they're removable. And there's 2 passengers sit there. And the back chair, 3 people can sit in there. So this is a true 7-passenger vehicle. And as you can see, it's not broken up, it's not clean. I can't even imagine children were carried in this vehicle because of how clean it is. All right, close that up. We'll back up. All right, right rear quarter panel. No nicks, no dings, no dents, no scratch. Well, I'm sorry, one little scratch right there. Let's do the roof on this side. It's hard for me to see because I'm not that tall, but it looks to be in pretty decent shape. All right, let's move around to the rear of the car. You got a pretty decent amount of room, as you can see back here. You know, you can fit suitcases, whatever. So you could probably load this baby up with a decent amount of stuff. Here's your door jamb for the rear hatch. There you go. And here is the actual door itself. And another place you always look for rust is in here. If there's going to be rust, that's where it's going to start, in the back. And as you can see, it looks like a little spot right there. So there you go. And you can see that's deep tinted glass, has a rear window defogger, and the wiper and washer. All right, now as far as the rear bumper is concerned, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. As you can see, this must not have been a city car, because it's hardly any scuffs or marks on the bumper at all. This was such a well taken care of vehicle. All right, you can see there's a spare tire. All right, there's your exhaust. Oop, and I put the camera right in front of it and fogged the lens up. Isn't that nice? All right, we'll have to let that unfog. So while it's doing that, I'll close this up for you. All right, we're clear again. And there you can see again, nice deep tinted glass, 3rd center high mount stoplight, Town and Country. Oh, it looks like there are some scratches right here. Nothing that a little touch-up paint won't take right care of. Now, the worst part on this car is right here. Left rear quarter panel, it looks like something hit here and kind of went up the side. Now, I didn't mess around trying to touch it up or, do my own special body work, because I probably would have just made it worse. So you've got a choice. I'm going to be selling this van very inexpensively. You can leave that alone, live with it, and you'll be fine, or spend a couple $100s and get it fixed. Okay? So now, as you can see, other than that, and this is, actually it started right here and went along the door. So that's about it as far as any kind of issues with the body, but I wanted to make sure I was clear. Now let's open up the door on this side. Get a look at the passenger side on this side, and we'll do the back on this side as well. There you go. You get a good look. Here's your door frame. And let me get down low again. See, a lot of guys can cheat and not show down low or anything on the vehicle. And if you don't show down low, you can get away with a lot, but I don't do that. So there you go. Now, that's that door. Now we're moving on to the driver's door, which I have to say, for lack of a better word, is perfect. I don't see hardly any nicks, scratches, dents, that sort of thing. All right. So this is actually a nice looking van. This is your door jamb. Again, my cars aren't beauty queens, but what I do is I give you a nice, safe, reliable vehicle at a very, very good price. That's what I'm proud of, is giving you a safe car at a good price. All right, close that up. And here is your left front fender, which, again, no dings. I don't see any scratches, no rust, nothing. Looks to be in fantastic shape. All right, coming around to the front of the car. Headlights, nice and clear. And even the front of this car, as you can see, I'll go down a little low. The front bumper is actually in very nice condition, as you can see. Come under here. I don't know what you can see. A lot of times they put covers and stuff under here so you can't see anything. But I'm trying to give you a little bit of a view. All right. And here is your hood. Looks like a couple little spots, which is very typical right there. That's where, the rust starts. Is right there. So you might want to address that too. But again, that's up to you whether you want to spend the money on it or not. Okay, here is the best part of this car though. As anybody knows, the heart and soul of any vehicle is the transmission and the engine. And in my opinion, the 3.3 liter V6 is one of the better engines Chrysler ever made or put in a minivan. Let me rev it up for you. Now, you don't need to be a mechanic to know that that sounds great. There's no high rev knock, no valve train noise, no valve taps, nothing out of the ordinary at all on the vehicle. So as you step back, you can see what a good looking car it is. And this is the front. Remember we saw that stuff underneath? That's your little bubbles right there. Again, a little sandpaper, a little touch-up paint, you guys will be set and ready to go. But check this out. This is fantastic. This vehicle, back in August, was brought through New Jersey State Inspection. So if you live in New Jersey, this sticker goes with it, and it is good until August of 2015. So basically, that gives you about a year and 7 months, over a year and a half of good inspection. So I'm telling you, this is just one decent looking, great running vehicle. But you know what? I'm going to prove it to you because we're going to go take it for a test drive right now. All right, folks, we're going to take it for a ride. But before we do, I'm going to give you some helpful advice that you can take with you, whether you buy a car from me or not. And that is very simply this. Always make sure you see the car start cold, like you did before with me, and after the car is warmed up, because certain things can go wrong that will only show themselves after the car is warm, or there might be certain issues that only show themselves when the car is cold. So if you go to a dealer or a private person or whatever to go look at a car and somebody warmed it up real nice for you, be a little wary. You might want to know why they did that. Okay, couple of neat features about this car. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but of course there are no check engine lights, there's no warning lights, there's nothing on the dashboard that's not supposed to be there other than saying we're getting a little low on gas. But other than that, like I said, the car runs great. But here's a neat feature. When this car is running, if you open, say, the left sliding door, the left directional goes on. If you open the right sliding door, the right directional goes on. I guess it gives a warning to the people coming behind you that, you know, somebody's got the door open. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty neat. I've never seen that before. I also have, and this is just another indication of what a decent person was that owned this car. I actually have 3 keys, and 2 of them are the keyless remote transmitter keys. Usually I'm lucky if I get 1 key, but this person, whoever traded this car in, gave up everything, and I think that's a great sign. Okay, we're gonna take it out for a little ride now. Of course, this vehicle is front-wheel drive for safety, which is nice, and with the 3.3 liter engine and a 4-speed automatic transmission, not only do you get a decent mix of power, but you get a decent fuel economy as well. I mean, you can see we went right up to 50 miles an hour, absolutely no problem. And this is actually a pretty quiet band too. So this thing is a real nice, nice vehicle. All right. See, going down the road, let go of the wheel. You know, except for the crown in the road, we're going nice and straight. So this is just, like I said, I can't come up with one tiny mechanical thing that I can even tell you wrong with this vehicle. Let's see here. Yes, and we've even driven this car quite a bit too. So, I mean, I think I gave this to my wife actually to drive for a while, because every now and then she needs a minivan to use. And I gave her this one because I thought it was such a nice running vehicle. All right, let me turn around here. Oh, and there's the police. Very good. I'm glad I put my plate in. All right, and the cop keeps going, please. Yeah, very good. Hooray for me. All right, let me pull out here. All right, oops, stuck in the snow a little bit. Yeah, we've had some terrible weather this year. Oh, there we go. As you can see, this thing does get up and go pretty nicely. I mean, bam, 50 miles an hour right there. Shifts smooth as silk through all the gears. Now, I'm going to do a little brake test for you, and all that's simply going to be is I'm going to pull into this vacant lot across the street from my place, let go of the steering wheel, slam on the brakes. Just keep your eyes on the steering wheel, because what you're going to look for is you want to see and make sure that, you know, the wheel doesn't wildly pull to the right, pull to the left, you know, because that would be an indication of maybe some sort of brake trouble. I mean, it's not much, but it's pretty much the best I can do on a video. All right, here we are coming up to my place. And the cop keeps going, that's good. I'll pull in here. It's actually pretty slippery and icy, so this will be a good place to test it. There, hands off the wheel, and beautiful. As you can see, the The steering wheel stayed stock still. That's exactly what you want to see happen. So, and it actually stopped really quickly. So I know you can't feel that on the video, but I can tell you, because I felt it, yes, it did stop very quickly, and the brakes feel very good on this vehicle, which obviously is an important safety thing. Like I said, my cars aren't always beauty queens, and they're not always new or low miles, but they will be safe and they will be reliable. And you can check my feedback if you're looking at this car online on what my customers have to say about me, and that'll back me up. Okay, let's do a little recap here. This is a 2005 Chrysler Town and Country. I believe, I'm gonna have to double check and see what it says. I think it might be the LX model. Not 100% sure on that one though. It has 153,044 miles. No mechanical issues whatsoever on the vehicle. I showed you the little bit of body damage. In fact, you know what? We're gonna walk around the car one more time just so you guys can get a view of the car. I'm gonna move back a little bit so you can actually get a view of the whole car instead of the up close like I did before. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, no warning lights, nothing. Just the nicest little car. Oh, here, check this out. I'm gonna show this to you. Maybe you can see. Now, if you'll notice, here, let me go do this. See the in the dash, you can see there are no directionals on, right? So I'm gonna do that, open up the door. Oh, and the door's closing on its own. There we go. There we go, it's caught. Now check this out. As you can see, the left directional's going. I don't know about you, I don't know why that excites me so much, but I just think it's a really cool safety feature to have. All right, and here we go. We'll walk around the vehicle. Let me step back a little bit. So you can end up with a very inexpensive, but very nice, inspected 2005 Chrysler Town and Country vehicle. So if you or your family or someone in your family needs a very reliable, very good running, decent looking, yet very inexpensive 7-passenger minivan, this just might be the one for you. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home. Thanks.